Namo Namaha. Andarki Namaskaramulu. Today we are going to start with a new topic, that is Ramayanam. The values of Sanatana Dharma in Ramayanam. Dr. Padma will take the classes tomorrow and today and tomorrow. We will start with the session with Prarthana by Aditi. Aditi ji, please. You unmute yourself.
Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhautame Sada. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Dhanyavadamuలు Aditi. Now I briefly introduce the speaker to all of you, and you have already posted the detailed profile in the group. Please go through that. Now it is my privilege to introduce Dr. R.A. Padmanabharao garu. He has about 45 years in media as senior administrator in All India Radio and Doordarshan. Author of around 90 books in literature, Telugu and English, and multifaceted personality. And he is a MA Gold Medalist from SV University 1967 and PhD SV University 76. Diploma in Journalism in 80 and in Public Relations, PG in Public Relations. He is a Gold Medalist in 83 and PG Diploma in Astrology 2000. He has a wide experience and he has been a principal of Narayana IAS Study Academy, Hyderabad, and a coordinator in SV Bhakti Channel, Tirupati, coordinator TDD Tirupati, additional DG Doordarshan New Delhi till 2005, and director of programs DG AIR New Delhi till 2001, station director AIR New Delhi for 4 channels till 2000, and director of AIR Vijayawada, Kadapa and Anantapur till 97, assistant station director AIR Hyderabad till 87, and producer AIR Kadapa and Vijayawada till 82, and government degree college teaching from 67 to 75. So he has a wide area of career so far, and he published around 90 books of literature value, and he has been awarded many awards. The list is unending, and he is a guest faculty in many universities and colleges, and he has an association with universities, and he is an advisory committee of many institutions and expert committees, fellowships. He has many fellowships and memberships. His works are on a subject of research for many scholars, and he has written commentaries and visits. He visited UK, USA, and Dubai, and Germany, and many countries like this. And he is held a variety of posts, as I already said, and his expertise in civils coaching. So with this brief introduction, I will invite him to start the webinar. Please. Padmanabharao garu.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Vagadha viva samprukto Vagadha pratipataye Jagatah pitarahu vande Parvati Parameshwarau. I'm happy to be associated with this course. I'm associated with this organization for the last 3-4 years. And the organizers, Prabhakar Rao Garu and Babu Garu, they are doing it very wonderful extension lectures. particularly with eminent personalities and scholars. And the courses which they are conducting are very, very, very excellent, productive, and informative subjects. Just now, when I was asking about Babu Garu, how many students are enrolled and how many people will be in this session, he was apprehensive about the number. I say, sir, I worked for 30 years in All India Radio, and we doesn't need any audience before us. We are under the impression that several lakhs of people are listening, and we think that we are broadcasting. So as an broadcaster, we doesn't need any person just opposite to us as an audience. Anyhow, this is a good venture. And the very interesting point here is you are inculcating the virtues of our Sanatana Dharma with the youth. Youth, they are the torch bearers of the next generation, and they should be allowed and they should be imbibed with the spirit of our Ramayana, Mahabharata, and other kavyas. Here, I would submit, for the sake of the audience, I have completed 120 books. And yesterday itself, I was honored by Appa Joshila Vishnu Bhatla Foundation at Visakhapatnam with a very prestigious award. And I received it at Visakhapatnam. And then with this commitment, I came back and I am here with you. And another important thing which I did was I have done the commentary for Raghava Pandaviyam. The youngsters, they should know what is Raghava Pandaviyam. One of our poets of 16th century, who was with the royal patronage of Sri Krishna Deva Raya, by name Pingali Subrana. He was one of the poets of Ashtadikajas. 8 poets were there in Bhavana Vijaya. And we mostly know about Peddana, Timmana, and Ramakrishna. And this Pingali Subrana also was there in the royal patronage of Bhavana Vijaya. He wrote one poetry book called as Raghava Pandaviyam. If you read one poem, one row, you just go through it and you will come to learn about Rama's adventures. The same poem, if you read it again, you will be narrating about the Bharata. So both Ramayana and Mahabharata are intertwined in the same poem and in the same context. And it goes on like this. Why I am mentioning about this is, it is one of the monumental work in Andhra literature. And I had done the commentary for it, and it was recently been published. Here in this connection, I would like to introduce 2 books to our youngsters. One is Appajodu Venkata Subbaiah. You just note down, Appajodu Venkata Subbaiah. He has written a book in Telugu by name Jeevana Tarangalu, Ramayana Patralu. Any of you, if you can lay hands on that book, is published about in a very wonderful manner. He was principal of the Silver Jubilee College, Kurnool, and he did research, and with the research orientation, he has published that book. Another book is Light of Ramayana. This is the book. This is a very, very, very impressive and interesting book written by none other than Justice P. Kodanda Ramaiah. He was the High Court judge of Andhra Pradesh way back in 85. And his son is now Supreme Court Judge, P.S. Narasimha. He was helping Parasharan for the adventurous Supreme Court judgment of Ayodhya. And he was responsible for getting the arguments in favor of Ayodhya Ram. And we should be happy that on 22nd of April, Prime Minister will be participating in the program of Ayodhya Balaram. When I think of this Balaram, our Balarams are there in this course also. All these people, they are the next generation people, and they should know what Ramayana has told us and how the sage Valmiki has created that poem. Manishada Pratishtantam Agama Shaswati Sama Yat Karauncha Midunadekam Avadhi Kamamohitam This is the first words uttered by the sage Valmiki. He was going on the beach of Sarayu Tira, and suddenly he saw a scene and he uttered these words. And later he said, Aksharabadham Shloko Nanyatha Bhavat. This will become the shloka. Yes, it has become the monumental work's first stanza of Manishada Pratishtantam. Then, in this session, I want to discuss with our friends about the brotherhood in Ramayana. If you have a pen and paper, you just note down some names. There are about 7 pairs of brothers in this Ramayana. Very interesting story. One set of brothers are royal brothers, and another set of brothers are Rakshasa brothers. Another, the monkey brothers, Vanara brothers. Not only that, even the Tiryajintu brothers have been portrayed in this Ramayana with great devotion and dedication. This portrayal of these different personalities as path bearers and torch bearers, this we have to remember. They are the people who imbibed the culturalness and the importance of our Sanatana Dharma through their characterization and through their works. The first of it is, the set is Rama and Lakshmana. Though there are 4 brothers, but 2 pairs are there. One is Rama and another is Lakshmana. They are inseparable. The second one is Bharata and Shatrugna. These 2 royal patronage people, they belong to 2 sets. And not only them, Janaka Maharshi and his brother Kushadhwaja, you just note down their names. Janaka Maharshi and Kushadhwaja. There is no need to mention that Janaka is the father of Sita Devi, and Kushadhwaja is the father of the other 2, Shrutakirti and Mandavi. These 4 sets of royal brothers, they paved the way for the entire Ramayana. I will be discussing with you in a threadbare manner a little later. Then comes the Vanara brothers. The way how they fought with each of them and they wanted to usurp the kingdom, it is a separate story by itself. In that also, Rama was a part and parcel of that context. So, Vali and Sugrivi, you just note down. This is the 3rd pair. First one is Rama and Lakshman, Bharata and Shatrugna, Janaka Maharshi and Kushadhwaja. Then the 4th one is Vali and Sugriva. Then even the birds like Jatayu and Sampati, they were mentioned in this story with a big vivid canvas. They are Jatayu and Sampati. So Tiryajintu brothers are also part and parcel of this Ramayana episode. Then coming to the Ravana clan, Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Vibhishana, the trio, these are the 3 brothers. Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Vibhishana. We all know the story of Jaya Vijaya's getting a bane from Sanakasanandanas, and they have to suffer for 3 janmas. And in the first instance, they were Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipa. In the second one, they were Ravana, Kumbhakarna. And the third one, it is Shishupala and Dantarvaktra. Through the yugas, they have completed their own sins and they went back to Vaikuntha Loka. So Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Vibhishana are the trio brothers. Along with them, there is another set of Rakshasa brothers. They are Maricha and Subahu. I will just repeat it for the sake of the youngsters. If they have noted down, you please continue the writing so that you can refer it at a later stage. Rama and Lakshmana, they are the sons of 2 Kausalya and Sumitra. Bharata and Shatrugna, Bharata is the son of Kaikeyi. Shatrugna is the twin of Sumitra. Then Vali and Sugriva, they are the brothers. They have the kingdom of Vanara kingdom. Jatayu and Sampati, they were the birds. Maricha and Subahu, they were the sons of Tataka. Then Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Vibhishana. These three represent three journals: Tamasa, Satvika, Tamasa, Rajasa. Satvika Swabhava, Tamasa Swabhava, and Rajasa Swabhava. For Satvika Swabhava, we can count Vibhishana. For Tamasa, we can count Kumbhakarna. He was always in sleep. 6 months sleep and 6 months he will wake up. And finally, the Rajasa is with the Ravana. And Janaka and Kushathwaja. These are the important personalities in Ramayana. He did not have the progeny Sita. She was available in a field while he was plowing. He is known as Shiradwaja. You just note down that name. He is Shiradwaja. Shira means Nagali. Shiradwaja and Kushadwaja. His brother is Kushadwaja. In this case also, Janaka Maharshi's wife is unknown. Most of the people who doesn't find in any other place. It is Sunayana Devi. Sunayana Devi. I have mentioned it in my book, Antaranga Tarangam. I have written a book about Sitayanam. Ramayana is otherwise known as Sitayanam. Most of the people say it is the path of Rama as well as it is a path of Sita. So these two combine together and interwoven, and in the story it goes along with it. So in this case, Janaka had the benefit of getting Sita, and she was to be married. At this point of time comes Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra went to Dasharatha. He was in the royal court, and when Vishwamitra requested Dasharatha to send Rama to save his yaga, he was not able to convince. He was not convinced at all. He said, I'm not able to agree with your request because Padunaredula Chinni Papatakata Papatmula Urakasul Sadarangam Mulanadu Karadabi Mi Sahayulai Nilture Kadanamanga Erunganatti Shushul Kadanamanna Erunganatti Shushul Kadeya. Kadeya means Vishwamitra. Ne vachi nilcheda Rakasula Matu Bettedanu Matsainyambu went around. He was pleading with Vishwamitra that a young boy, Unashod Sevarsho, Me Ramo Rajivalochanaha, he has not even completed 16 years. He is below 16 years, and how he can protect your yaga, that too from the demons. But Vishwamitra did not agree. At the final point, Vasishtha informed and told Dasharatha that Vishwamitra knows everything and he is capable of bringing your son into a limelight. So Rama and Lakshmana, they went along with Vishwamitra. While they were going, they slept on the banks of the river, and at that point of time, Vishwamitra, after the dawn, he has woken them with this sloka, Kausalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narashardula Kartavyam Daivamanhikam. This is very popular with Venkateshwar Suprabhatam. Venkateshwar Suprabhatam has nothing to do with this sloka, but the composer of the Suprabhata, he introduced and infused this sloka into that Suprabhata, and it has become very popular. Vishwamitra, while addressing Rama, you should have addressed him Raghunandana, Dasharati, or whatever it is. But he mentioned Kausalya Supraja Rama. Oh, the great son of Kausalya, you please wake up and do all the obligations and ablutions of the morning time. Both of them were ready. But here we have to see why Lakshmana joined him. He did not, Vishwamitra did not ask Lakshmana to accompany Rama, but both of them went. Both of them were there at the scene, and he was provoked to kill Tataki. Rama was very much reluctant. He was very much reluctant to have the impressive lady is there. She was even a demonic, and she was doing all the harm to the yajna and to the entire thing. Her sons were Maricha and Subahu. Here we have to note down why Rama has left Maricha. He was sending an arrow. He threw an arrow on Maricha and Subahu. Subahu was killed instantaneously. Whereas Maricha was thrown into the sea. It is going to be in the next part of the story that he will be the person who is responsible for the entire story rewritten, because Sita was abducted and the entire story went into the forest side. The sons of Tataki, Marichi is the first mimicry artist. We should remember when he was about to die, he said, "Ha Sita, Ha Lakshmana." He was the first mimicry artist in the entire world, in the entire story. He acted. He just wanted to bring back Rama also along with Lakshmana so that Ravana can abduct Sita Devi. And Maricha has the strength of 1,000 elephants. We should remember. Both the brothers are evil-minded persons. They destroyed all hermitages. Both of them tried to destroy Vishwamitra Yaga also. That is the more important thing. That's why Vishwamitra wanted the help of Rama and Lakshmana. You may ask whether Vishwamitra was not able to control these demons. He is always, and at the time of the yaga, he is almost immersed with this yaga, and he cannot do all these things. That was the reason he invited Rama and Lakshmana. Rama released the Agneya Astra on Subahu, and he died immediately. He released Manavastra on Maricha, but was able to survive. He advised Rama also. He advised Ravana to not to venture with Rama. This is another important thing you have to know. 1 minute. Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Sorry, sir, there was some interruption. I could not say. Here, we'll start with Rama and Lakshmana, the brotherhood, which we should remember always. And the youngsters particularly, they have to adopt the brotherhood of this type of people. It is the eternal brotherhood. You just note down. And the traits of Rama are several. The sage Narada described them for Valmiki. He is the embodiment of virtues. What the sage Valmiki mentioned in this entire story and episode is Dharmagnya, Satyasandha, Prajahitarata, Yashashvi, Jnana Sampanna, Shuchi, Sthirachitta, Samadarshana, Priyadarshana, Samudra Iva Gambhiryaha. This is an important trait in him. He is an embodiment of his own virtues. and he is Viryavan and Dhairyavan. All these qualities combined in one, and he became the Avatara Purusha. That is why we call him as Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. He never behaved like the incarnation, and he always uttered, Ahum Vedmi Mahatmanam Ramam Dasharathatmajam. And his guru was also a personification of such a guna, that is Vasishtha. Then coming to the another pair of people, they are Jatayu and Sampati. These are the Tiryak Jantu people. Sampati is the elder one. They are the sons of Anura and Shiani. Both are very close brothers. Jatayu at a very tender age tried to reach the Surya Mandala in a bet with his elder brother Sampati. This is this story. He could not bear the heat of the sun. It was very enthralling. He was falling down unconscious. At that point of time, Sampati covered him with his wings. He fell down on Vindhya mountains, saving Jatayu. This is the story. And the turning point is both of them helped in the Ramayana, the path of Sri Rama. When Vanaras went, Sampati was helpful. When Rama was going, Jatayu was helpful. These things, when we remember, we should, the effect of Vanara brothers also we should know. They are Sugriva and Vali. In the modern context also, we see brothers fighting for the small land or house of their ancestral property and trying to win over in the courts. Similarly, the very peculiar character of Sugriva and Vali are portrayed in this Ramayana. Elder brother is a person who misunderstood his younger brother, and Sugriva takes over the kingdom. And Sugriva was thrown out of the kingdom when Vali came back. And Sugriva was staying in Matanga Ashrama. With the help and advice of Hanuma, Rama and Sugriva, they entered into a paternity. These are the things which we have to remember. Since I have mentioned about all these people who are symbols of epitomes of brotherhood, and the brotherhood is the main theme in Ramayana, which we should never forget and which we should emulate. That is more important thing. We have another 3 minutes to go. If any question is there, I will be able to answer.
ధన్యవాదములండి. Thank you. Now the floor is open. Today and tomorrow, we are going to cover certain aspects which are pertaining to youth on Ramayana. You can ask any question you feel like pertaining to this topic. Anybody? If you at present at this stage, if you don't have questions, you go through the video recording today. I'm going to post this video recording in the YouTube. And then if you have any doubts, anything, you can ask tomorrow also. Tomorrow.
Sir, I will put a question to them.
Okay.
Which set of brothers they like? Among the 7 pairs, which set of the brothers they like or they want to imbibe?
Jatayu
Any
and
answer?
Sampath.
Jatayu and Sampati. Excellent, excellent.
Because
Excellent.
Sampath really cared about his brother. Like that's something I want to do for my own siblings.
Yeah. In the case of Vibhishana, do you argue that he has done a good thing?
He didn't really betray his brothers. He just tried to convince them, and when it didn't work, he did what he felt is right. And I feel that is what you should do in your life also.
Yeah. In fact, in the royal court, he was thrown out. He was kicked out. He has no other option except to go back and pay Sharanagati with Ramachandra. You are correct. You are correct. It was not a betrayal. Sir, we close చేద్దాం, sir.
Okay. If anybody, nobody has any questions, then
Sir, I would like to talk for a few seconds. I am PS Murthy.
okay.
పద్మనాభరావు గారు, మీరు చాలా బాగా మంచి టాపిక్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నారు సార్. ఎందుకంటే మన చిన్నప్పుడు, అంటే ఐఎమ్ 68 నౌ, మన చిన్నప్పుడు మనం చూసాం, we used to share the slates, books and clothes of our elder brothers, and now that culture is not here now. So nowadays everybody is independent, every boy and girl, they are well off because of their parents environment and all. So మీరు చాలా చక్కగా ఇప్పుడు యూత్ కి మీరు మంచి బ్రదర్లీహుడ్ ఎమ్యులేట్ చేస్తున్నారు సార్. మీకు నా అభినందనలు సార్. చాలా థ్యాంక్స్.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. ధన్యవాదములండి PS మూర్తి గారు. If nobody else has any question, then let us request Aditi to chant Pradhana, please.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम शांति शांति शांति. धन्यवाद.
ధన్యవాదములు Aditi. Now let us go for national anthem. We'll recite, all recite. Please stand up and let us all recite along with Challa Chittibab garu.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद.
జై హింద్. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.